What is up, guys? You're back with Tariq the Simmer, and we are continuing Law and Order Legacies. So I'm gonna record a little video here because I'm really bored. I want to record, and actually I should be doing my homework because I didn't do it yet, and it's 11:26 p.m. at night, and I go to school tomorrow. So, but who cares? I don't. So we're gonna continue episode 1, Revenge.
The district attorney's office takes a dim view of rape and murder in our city, Mr. Baran. Your defense contends you have diplomatic immunity, but the Russian consulate says you only have limited immunity.
My status protects me from prosecution of any crime committed in the course of my diplomatic mission. I met Miss Trevino in the capacity of
she
a
ain't having
Russian
that.
media expert as a diplomat.
Okay.
Did you meet Rachel Trevino at the Parkview Regency?
She said she worked there, so we agreed to meet.
And instead you slept with her?
Whoa.
Yes, women are attracted to me, Miss
But you said you didn't know her.
Not all of them.
Objection!
Withdrawn.
Sit your ugly ass down.
The cane you carry matches the bruise on Ms. Trevino's neck. Did you have it with you during your meeting with her?
I don't know. It's a cane, Miss Carmichael, not a precious diamond. I don't watch it every single minute.
Can you catch him in a lie? Yes. Hey. Oh shit. Oh shit. What evidence contradicts his statement? Gwen Scott stated that he always kept his cane nearby. He did. Wait, I don't know. He told police he choked Rachel. It must have. What? He told police he choked Rachel. He must have had it during the meeting. Did he? Oh my god. He had the cane when the police arrested him. He must. Oh, he has been photographed in the past with his cane. Well, X this out. Is it either Gwen Scott or the police? Gwen Scott or the police. Guys, you know what? I don't want to get this wrong, so I'll be right back because I'm going to look at my last video and see what he said. Okay guys, so I'm back, and so I reviewed my last video, and I want to say the fourth one. He told the police he choked Rachel. He must have had it during the meeting because he had told the police that him and Rachel did have sex. Rachel did have sex, and she liked the cane because she was kinky and, you know, a freak in the sheets and all that type of stuff. So let's just pray I don't get it wrong. I got it right. Excellent work, counselor. Oh my god!
That was for my daughter, you bastard!
Bailiff, restrain that man.
Oh my god!
Someone grab him! My baby, you murderer!
You did not know that was going to happen. Oh my god.
Judgment Day.
Oh my god. I really, can I get the like voices up, because I really did not expect that to happen. Like, did you guys think that was really gonna happen? Did you? I did not expect him to, like, and we're only like what, 4 minutes into the video. 3-4 minutes. I really didn't. Oh my gosh, he just got murdered in the court system. Damn. And now that it was dumb for that guy to do it, because now he's gonna go to jail too, no matter if it was his daughter or not. The guy could have just went to prison. This is crazy. Let's just get back to the game.
Hero dad gets revenge. Taking care of business. Father does what court cannot. American justice. The headlines go on. The people love this guy.
Chavez Trevino. He killed the smug bastard who killed his daughter. Of course they love him.
How the hell did he get a gun into the courtroom?
This is gonna get messy quick. I say we charge him with voluntary manslaughter and let it go.
What? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If I was her, I'd be traumatized.
You know
That's
what keeps
scary.
me up at night? What if his aim was off? Just slightly. I wouldn't even be here to answer your question, Jack.
You're right. I'm not setting a precedent for street justice in our courtrooms, despite what the people think they want. Prove it was premeditated. Hit him with murder 1.
You got it, boss.
It was premeditated murder because he thought about it. He didn't just like find a gun
How
and
does
just shoot
your
him.
client plead, Ms. Mullins?
Not guilty. Be advised, we're going to mount a diminished capacity defense. The defendant is a Gulf War vet who suffers from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. We will show that Mr. Trevino was under extreme emotional distress at the time of the shooting and is therefore not eligible for murder 1.
Any issues, counselor?
Is that
No,
just
Your Honor.
Judy?
Defense has briefed us already. This doesn't change anything. We're moving ahead with murder 1. Focus on the premeditation.
This is crazy. Come on, Olivia. Okay, your first witness is Detective Benson. As an eyewitness, she will testify to the facts of the shooting and give the jury an unbiased picture of the killing. To help your case, focus on the pertinent details of the shooting and not the public outcry. Following your questions, the defense will then cross-examine and try to break down her story. Good luck. Jesus help us. Topics.
Can you tell us definitively who shot Alexander Baran?
Without a doubt, the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shot him. I looked to see Mr. Trevino standing up with a smoking gun in his hand. Literally.
And can you identify him for the court?
Sitting right there. That's your shooter.
Oh, this is cool. Watch the scales of justice meter to see whether the jury is siding with you or the defense. Perform well in the court, and the scale will tip in your favor. Perform poorly, and the scale will favor the defense. Okay, pray it's in our favor. The further the scales are tipped in your favor, the more likely the jury is to convict. It also gives you more power when it comes time to plea bargain. I know that word. That was in my government class. What exactly makes it effective? Detective Benson knows a great deal about handguns. Police officers never lie. Detective Benson is the eyewitness to the murder. Good job, Tariq. Excellent work, counselor.
Please let the record show the detective pointed at the defendant.
Yay.
Detective, how exactly did Mr. Trevino get a gun into the courtroom? Aren't there security measures?
We're still investigating how he breached security. But he claims he stuffed it into his jacket and simply walked through.
How difficult would it have been to get past security?
Mr. Trevino had to avoid metal detectors and checkpoints covering every entrance.
What would it take to get past all that security, Miss Benson?
Forethought, planning, and intelligence. Mr. Trevino had to keep his cool and his wits about him at all times.
What is Benson doing? Won't this testimony help the defendant? No, it won't. Cause it's premeditation. Yes, bitch. So why is Cutter asking Benson to testify about Trevino's mental state? Oh my gosh. To establish that Trevino was not under extreme emotional distress when he acted. To establish, okay. No. To cast doubt on whether Trevino was the shooter. To this right here. Good job, counselor. We are so smart, like I swear.
Actions inconsistent with someone under emotional distress.
In my view, yes.
After the shooting, Mr. Trevino made a voluntary statement to you about why he shot Mr. Baran. True?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said Mr. Baran had to die. He said Mr. Baran was going to claim immunity, escape prosecution, and run back to Russia.
What else did he say?
He said the courts were weak, powerless. He said the only justice he wanted was a death sentence.
So, his motive was less about avenging his daughter's murder and more about exacting the type of justice he wanted to see.
Objection.
Withdrawn.
Matter nah. Okay, good job. Occasionally, a well-aimed jab at the defendant can score points with the jury, even though you have to withdraw it.
Is there any doubt as to the circumstances of the shooting, Detective?
None. Mr. Trevino shot the defendant in front of witnesses and admitted to the murder afterward. I wish every case was as simple.
Thank you, Detective.
Hilarious.
Your Honor, the people rest. No further questions for this witness.
Okay, wrap up. For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. We won by 50 points. That's good. Overall, the jury likes your case a little bit. You are ahead by 50 points. Good. This is great. Christina Mullins is a defense attorney, and you are is the defense attorney you are facing today. Your job is to object when she goes out of her when she gets out of line. Here are 2 tricks she likes to use. She will disguise comments as questions such as, "Are we really supposed to believe this lie?" This is argumentative. She will also insult your witness by calling him a low-life or criminal. This is badgering. Badgering. We're gonna avoid that word. Is a straight insult. Argumentative is when Mullins casts doubt on testimony disguised as a question. Good luck. Oh gosh, she's gonna trick us.
Detective Benson, you testified that you saw the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shoot the victim.
No, I testified that I turned around and saw Mr. Trevino with a smoking gun in his hand, about a second after I heard the shots.
So you didn't actually see him do the shooting? Are we supposed to believe you're a relevant eyewitness?
Argumentative.
Objection.
Okay. Yeah.
Argumentative.
Sustained. Ms. Mullins, enough with the rhetoric.
Immediately
Haha,
after the shooting,
bitch.
what did Mr. Trevino look like?
I don't follow you.
Was he composed? Calm?
He was in possession of himself.
Wasn't he yelling out, "My baby, you murdered her"?
He said that, yes.
He was out of his mind with grief. He was coming apart at the seams, and you didn't see it? Really? I don't believe you.
He was upset.
Is your heart so cold,
what? No.
Detective? Are you such a robot that you can't see another human in distress?
Objection. Badgering.
Sustained. The defense can save the dramatic storytelling for its own witness.
Let's try this one more time. Was my client, Chavez Trevino, visibly shaken and distressed following the shooting?
Yes.
Did he appear rational, calm?
No.
Was his behavior at that moment consistent with a person in severe emotional distress?
Yes.
So despite any forethought or planning he might have shown previously, the defendant was clearly in distress when he fired his weapon. True? True?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all for this witness, Your Honor.
Wow. So, for this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. You won by 5 points. That's still good. The jury overall is leaning towards your case. You are ahead by 55 points.
I just got a message from Cormac. You know the gun we took off Chav Trevino?
Yeah?
It's a ballistics match to the one used in the preppy joggers murder.
The joggers? The 2 kids who got killed in the park? That was in the 90s.
It was 1998. Me and Lenny Briscoe
That's the year I was
caught the case,
born.
but we ran out of leads and were never able to close it. We got pulled off, actually. It burned the old man's ass pretty good.
Oh, tough break. But, well, then, how did Trevino get it?
Yeah, good question, Detective. This case has been on my mind since I got back. Then this falls in my lap. I feel like I owe it to Lenny.
Ray, any way I can help out, I'm in.
Thanks.
We are about to get him. Now it's the defense turn to make their case. Christina Mullins is up to her old tricks. Here are 2 new objections you can learn. Hearsay. A valid objection when a witness quotes someone who is not in court or cannot testify. Okay, I get it. No expert knowledge. When a witness testifies with no expertise to back it up. For example, testifying on mental matters with no medical experience. Okay. And remember, sometimes not knowing when. Oh my God. Sometimes knowing when not to object is just as important. The correct choice may be to withdraw your objection.
Mickey, in the weeks after your sister's murder, how did your dad act?
Crazy. My dad has PTSD again. It all came back. He needs different treatment.
Objection. Mickey Trevino is not a psychiatrist, Your Honor. He's not qualified to diagnose his father.
Sustained. Mr. Trevino, please limit your comments to what you saw.
Tell us the behavior you observed.
He couldn't control his temper. He would like yell when the phone rang or like if a dog was barking 2 miles away. I didn't know what to do. When Rachel was killed, I expected him to be really sad or depressed, but not, not angry.
And this behavior, had you ever seen it before?
No, but my sister did.
No. Oh, yes,
Objection.
hearsay. Hearsay.
Hearsay. Regrettably, the witness's sister is deceased and can't testify to the truth of this statement.
Sustained. The jury will disregard that last remark.
When?
After he got home from the Gulf War, 1991. Pop had his troubles with the law. A felony assault charge, some other bullshit, some other nonsense.
Would you like to object? No.
Did you think he would hurt anyone?
My uncle said he was getting dangerous.
Objection.
Hearsay.
Hearsay.
Sustained. If your uncle would like to testify, then by all means. However, you may not testify for him.
Do you think your father was
We
in his
won
right
this
mind
case
when
like
he shot Alexander
he's going to
Duran?
prison.
No. When my sister got murdered, I tell you, it smashed something deep inside my dad. And the idea that this fat Russian bastard could walk away scot-free because of some technicality? My dad did the world a favor.
Thank you, Mickey. No further questions.
Okay, for this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. I forgot that word. You won by 45 points. Overall, the jury seems convinced by your case. You are ahead by 100 points. That's so awesome. Amaze balls. I don't know. Your turn with Mickey Trevino. Oh my God. See if you can make him admit he knew his father had a plan to kill Alexander Baron or try to obtain a weapon. Topics filling with you.
How do you and your father feel about Alexander Baran?
How do we feel? Are you freaking serious?
Easy, Mr. Trevino.
Sorry, Judge. We hate the man. Alexander Baran is the guy who killed my little sister. My pop said he didn't care what happened to him. He said he would gladly kill Baran so he could go to hell and kill him again. He's a fat cat with an army of lawyers ready to help him weasel out of everything he does. You know this guy. Every day you read about him. Oh, he loves to do the crime, but he does not do the time. Nope, not these boys.
He was rapping.
Did you ever hear your father threaten to kill Baran?
Hurt? Yes. Kill? No.
You just said he'll kill. Yes. Easy. It's so easy.
That's not true. You just told us your father said he'd like to, quote, kill Baran and go to hell so he could kill him again.
That was like just a figure of speech.
Or the truth.
Let's talk about his gun.
Did your father try to buy a gun a week before the attack?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you try to help sign for it?
Yeah, so what?
Your father was convicted of felony assault in 1992. He's not allowed to have a gun. Did you know about his conviction?
Nah, I didn't know nothing about that. Man's got a right to defend himself.
Actually, when he's a convicted felon, he doesn't.
They would show the black guy nodding his head like, hey, I know about that. So racist, I swear.
Where did he get the gun he used in court?
I told the cops already. I don't know where he got the gun.
You sure you didn't help him?
I've never seen it before. I didn't even know he had one.
You sure you didn't help him get it? You are under oath, Mr. Trevino.
I did not help him. Pop smuggled it in under his jacket. I don't know how he made it past security, but he did.
No. Why not?
Why didn't you get help for your dad?
He seemed rational.
So he was in control? Enough so that you weren't worried?
Yeah, I wasn't worried.
So where's the PTSD?
I guess I didn't see it then.
So maybe he didn't have it.
That's not what I meant. He did.
That's
So
exactly
why
what you meant.
didn't you get him help? Either you saw he was out of control and you did nothing, or you saw nothing.
Hey, there was no way to know what my dad was gonna do. He was crazy. How could I possibly have known it would come to this?
Like, this is so easy.
He already had
really.
a felony assault in his past.
He had
tried to
15,000
illegally buy a
points.
gun, and he told you he wanted Baran dead. If that was my old man, I'd have been a little worried. You want us to believe your dad just snapped. You say he hated Alexander Baran, knew in his heart Baran was guilty. He tried to buy a gun but couldn't, so he found one some other way. Then he smuggled it through security, stayed cool until he had a fair shot, and fired an accurate pattern right into his intended victim. Now, Mickey, does that really sound like someone who just suddenly snapped?
Objection!
Withdrawn.
Huh,
None of
mad
this
or
would've
nah?
happened if people acted right. Rachel writes a nasty blog and this guy Baran kills her. My dad's going out of his mind and his doctor goes on frickin' vacation. Vacation, can you imagine? It ain't right. Everybody fails us and we gotta suffer for it.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. You won by 30 points. Overall, the jury seems convinced. God, my English. By your case, you are ahead by. We have more than 100. We have like 15,000. Defense is going to introduce some new tricks. When is it over? Oh my god. So it's time to brush up on your objections and learn a new one. Remember, hearsay means a witness is repeating something third hand. Remember, there's no expert knowledge. Remember that no expert knowledge means a witness is talking about medical, legal, or professional knowledge they don't really know about. Here's a new one. Speculation. When a witness speculates about what might have happened, hypothetically. This is not considered. Okay, I get
Mr.
it.
Trevino, why did you shoot Alexander Baran?
He murdered my daughter. He was gonna go free. He was going to walk.
That's speculation.
Objection. The witness can't know whether Mr. Baran was guilty or whether he would have gone free because he stopped the trial dead.
Sustained.
Can you tell us about Alexander Baran's diplomatic immunity?
Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but I know what that means. He just gets to escape. The law
Objection.
says he can run off to Russia.
Objection. Witness stated he wasn't a lawyer. The diplomatic immunity rules are actually very complex, Your Honor. Alexander Baran's status was still under review even at the time of the trial.
Sustained.
Mr. Trevino, can you take us back to 1991 and your experience after the Gulf War?
Yeah, I was a ranger in Iraq. I saw a lot of stuff. When I got back home, I had some trouble settling in.
What kind of trouble?
I was never a violent guy before, but suddenly anything could set me off. I fought all the time. I couldn't sleep. My wife divorced me. I wanted to die.
And what did the Army say?
The doctors said I had PTSD. They said it interfered with my ability to regulate my emotions. So I joined a therapy group. I took meds for a while for the depression, got myself back together.
What might have happened if you hadn't had therapy?
I don't know. Maybe gone crazy, maybe hurt somebody. I might have snapped, like I did that day in court.
Objection.
Oh my gosh, is it no expert? Not it's speculation.
Calls for speculation. Defense is asking the witness to relate an imaginary scenario.
Sustained. Let's focus on reality, Miss Mullins.
But you got yourself back together. You lived a normal life. So what happened recently to bring it all back?
Rachel.
Your daughter was tragically murdered, and the main suspect appeared to you to have diplomatic immunity.
She was my beautiful baby girl. He had no right. How could this happen in the 21st century in America? An innocent girl gets killed, the cops pin the blame on this scumbag, and still...
He might walk away.
As a man, as a father, I couldn't let that happen. She looked to me to protect her. All her life, I was a daddy, right? And I failed. And you failed. You didn't protect her when she needed it most. What use is all your legal garbage if you can't put a killer behind bars?
You're rapping.
So, as a father, it was up to me to put that wrong to right. Because no one else was gonna. Now my baby girl can rest with some kind of dignity.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino.
I understand what he's talking about, but still, murdering is
Carter,
never the... Violence is never the
defense
answer.
requests a
Murdering is
short
never the
recess,
answer.
Your Honor. We wish to confer with the people about a plea deal.
Well, make it quick. We're all on pins and needles.
Is that Judge Judy? This hoe. Okay, 50 points, whatever. Continue.
Mike, Abby, let's not let a grieving father go to jail for the rest of his life. Can we talk deal?
Depends. What are you offering, Christina?
1 year in county plus probation. You give us the time. He doesn't belong in jail.
You're kidding, right? He's a killer. I got the bloodstains on my jacket to prove it.
Here's our counteroffer.
If the scales of justice show that you performed extremely well in court, you might try for the maximum sentence of murder to 25 years. If you are less confident, however, we can try 25 years. Remember, if the scale of justice don't favor you, the defense is likely to reject your offer.
Murder to 25 years, but with the possibility of parole at 15. If you're the good person you say you are, then it shouldn't be a problem.
You got yourself a deal, Mike. We'll have the papers drawn up.
25 years,
to a
dang.
plea and a sentence for the defendant, Your Honor.
Then I thank the jury for their service. Counsel, I will see you at the sentencing hearing on Monday.
Mr. Cutter, Miss Carmichael, I just wanted to say thank you for the deal. I know what I did was wrong, but Rachel was a beautiful person. She was smart. She was going places. She wanted to help the world, make it a better place. But this bastard just walked into her life and ended it all.
And you walked into a courtroom and ended his life.
Why can't the law protect us?
From who? Alexander Baran? Or you?
That's so deep.
Ray, thought you'd be out having a drink.
Nah, I'm going through some old files on the Preppy case.
Trying to tie the gun to Trevino?
And coming up cold. I wish Lenny was still around. He was good at this kind of thing.
Well, this ought to cheer you up. Turns out Mickey Trevino is an HVAC contractor for the city.
Okay.
Guess where he did a midnight repair 24 hours before the Alexander Baran trial?
Superior Court. He snuck the gun into an air duct.
Shall we go have a word with him?
Okay, this was episode 1. Oh my gosh. So right now they will be playing the music like dum 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 But guys, so this has been episode 1 of Law and Order Legacies, and to my knowledge, I don't really know. I think it's an ongoing storyline of this storyline. I don't know if we'll get more murder cases, like if episode 2 will have a different case, or I'm assuming it should. I don't know. Maybe this is just, okay, I don't know. maybe we won't see what happens next with not Alexander Baran. I mean, Mickey Trevino. Maybe we won't see what happened next with him because, he went to the courts and snuck a gun through the air duct. So they could just charge him for that and it'll be over with. Maybe episode 2 will have an episode. But guys, if you enjoyed it, if you were so shocked and surprised how well I did, and you were shocked by the shooting and the death, favorite this video, comment down below, and please do not forget to subscribe. Subscribing means everything to me, and so do liking this video and commenting. I really love comments, positive comments, not negative comments. And please subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. I love you all so much. Peace in the streets, and stay tuned for episode 2.